Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down and then nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes to something, very, 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 very important and not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people that smoke, people that drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. I always got important things to say. And I'm glad I do have a little small following. Because you are the elite. You keep me alive. The few people that keep me alive. Thank you very much. If there was absolutely no one that really digs my vibe and my Holy Spiritness, my so-called fake arrogance, then of course I would not be on a YouTube. But I'm still on YouTube because there are people who come to me in my inbox and they like the shit that I spew. That's great. Now, let's get on with the videotape. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or even roast fest, you put it down below. Let's begin, guys. So today's topic will be about give and take. Everything is about a give and take, right? No matter who you are, there's always somebody giving a little bit more than what expected. All right? And if you want to be alpha about it, you got to start charging them to the game. All right, when you keep being in people's lives and they're doing all this and they don't give you no favors and shit, doesn't matter if your relationship or not. If you're hanging around people and you know they're just coming to you for all the sources and they're doing this for you and they're asking you for this, they asking for you this, what you got to know that you got a customer. All right, that's how YouTube works. Okay, there's always a give and take. You give something in order to receive. Like I was telling my ex a little while ago, I said that, men are very simple creatures. The only thing you really need to give them is good teabag and give good head, Felicio, and good fucking, and a good, sometimes here and there you hang with them to play some video games or one of their little hobbies. That's all you really need to do. Compliment them, say sorry when it's necessary. But my ex-wife don't understand this. And when you're also upfront, right, about it, you got to be very careful who takes advantage of you as a great person. Every one of you has something to give. If you don't have nothing to offer, you have nothing to offer. You got to find something to offer, babies. You got to find something to offer. If you don't have nothing to offer and the person is really telling you that they need this and this and this and that, you can't even offer something that will satisfy the urges. This is why everybody must become alpha. Always being upfront with what their needs are, what their demands are, okay, and everything they also need. Because usually most people who are intelligent or do have emotional intelligence will give you something in return. They will be thoughtful, they'll be empathetic, and they will understand your needs. But once that need is not given to you, don't be like a lot of guys out there who are beta in their emotion. I'm going through this where people always get these guys give more than women overall, they do. And I try to teach guys, it's not about, just lust, right? Get rid of that problem, man. Most women will get tired of you and they're most likely gonna be liars. And I said, that's the problem with most men. Since men are so simple to understand. And then there are women who will hate on men for just being so simple, okay? I just can't fathom how much I teach these guys. Yo, just get it, give her up, man. She's feeding off you like a parasite. Now, everybody is a parasite to some sort of degree. Everybody feeds off of something, okay, right? But you're gonna have to let things go if they're taking too much. You know how you have a tick in the bed, and that tick, that tick will actually feed off you to the point to where you can't do no further. So you have to take substitutes and accounts on what you have to do, and that's what you got to do. You've got to sacrifice sometimes. You can't stay in a marriage or any type of relationship or even at your job. I explain to people, you work at a job, right? You don't like to work at your job, right? But what is that job? What's the pros and the cons of that job? Did you figure that out? I keep telling women all the time, I say, think about it. Your husband would treat you better than your job. Because the job don't give a fuck about you as long as you're doing your job, right? But your husband, who's in the house, he can make your life beautiful. He can make your life exceedingly happier if you just talk to him. But women don't have emotional intelligence enough to communicate enough, so they're terrible at it. But the men who they're dealing with are also the same way, because You know, not as much as women though, but the men have to start telling women more than just what's sexual, okay? You don't have to be romantic. I don't condone romance all of the time, because to me, when a female needs romance, she needs to get aroused. She's being fake from the beginning. Fuck the fake. She's fucking your mind. She's fucking your mind with romance. And you know, you could do romance if you want a little bit, but when you have to do it all the time, and you know you just started off, if you're a man and you're dealing with a female and she needs all this romance, she's not attracted to you. All right? And if you're a female, okay, and you know you ain't got shit to offer to the table except what's between your legs and babies, try to get into his mind's eye. Do what he likes to do sometimes, okay? Do what the things he likes to do. And if he don't want you hanging around and you're not really good at it, or you don't really seem interested in doing it, you know, just don't be in a relationship. Don't be in a relationship where you know you'll be the bigger parasite. Because that's what happens to a lot of guys. Guys get fed off of more than women do. Because men are just desperate for ass and pussy. That's all it is. It's so simple to please a man. It's a goddamn shame, okay? But when I tell women, I said, you're going to have to focus on what his needs are. What is his needs? Men's needs are very, very fucking low. And 9 times out of 10, they will sacrifice their hard-earned income just to get your ass, like a prostitute, okay? You got to start talking against his money. You shouldn't even need his money. You should be able to do something else rather than just focus on being secure, okay, which is really not secure. When I talk to a lot of women, I'm like, what do you mean you're secure? You want to feel secure, okay? If a man have a job, you have a job, you're both secure, all right? You're both secure. You're just going to have to focus on another way of making money. You're both secure with each other's love, but nobody focus on love anymore. Alphas and anybody who wants to understand what love is, it's about respecting each other's needs. The most basic fundamental needs are affections and things that are basically psychological, not the material. See, women focus more on material while the men focus on the physical. The physical is closer than the material. And when I try to tell the women, stop focusing on the money and how much he offers, and you want to come to America and you want, no. The physical attributes is much higher than the material, okay? What will make you happier would be the material. You would be more secure, but wouldn't you be more secure with a person who's physically drawn to you naturally, okay? You know, psychologically, okay? It's up to you to decide. I say it's more likely to be psychological than material, because material things fade over time. Just like everything else, everything fades over time. The physical attributes. But when you have a good friend, I have known people for over 20, 25 years, and I really see how we are basically kindred when it comes down to certain things. Our affinities for each other is much higher, so it lasts longer. The money don't last. As a matter of fact, money can destroy you. Materialism does not make you truly fucking happy. All right? Other than that, I hope you got my message. Okay, everything's a trade-off, and you're going to have to make sure that you have an idea what you're going to do if you sacrifice this person up, because this person's not giving you what you want. So me, I already have plans, okay? Just like I told my ex, this is the last year to be trying to say no to me, okay? No. We're going to see how smart you are, okay, right? And that's what you guys got to do. Stop being victims, okay? And you women, stop saying you are a victim, because you're not a victim, okay? If you just stop wearing your makeup, just being yourself, start getting in your health, start learning what guys like to do, okay, you know, learn how to apologize if you make a mistake to get him upset, because a man is more valuable than a man's emotional intelligence. A man's emotionals is more important than a female's. Most definitely, yes, that's a fact, okay, you know, because everything is like a patriarch, okay, and if you don't have if you use emotion is chaotic, okay, that's not logical. So you want to be logical than emotional, right? You want to give him exactly what he needs. You cannot be like, oh, I don't like that. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. And that's a problem. I know you may not like doing it, but then that makes it even harder for everybody to come together. But other than that, women are definitely more pickier than men. We should know that, okay? We should already know that. But if you be too picky, you're going to be alone and grumpy in the long run. And if you want to know more knowledge, you know how to come to me. Check out my credentials down below. I got a Patreon. I'm on Facebook. Check me out. I'm about to get out in 22 days before I'm off of Facebook, okay? I'm out of here, guys. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. Peace.